Hi friends, I think that I found the celebrity death that my reading was referring to. I'm going to show you the clips. I'm going to actually make a second video that's very similar to this video where I kind of give the references because I compared it similar to could possibly be talked about in the way that Kanye was recently talked about. And Julian Sands was just found on the mountains or in the mountains. He had gone for a hike months ago, and his body was just discovered deceased. So I've had a lot of videos recently that have really focused on symbology. I feel like because a lot of you have been here for a while, it's kind of allowing me to speak to you almost in like, I don't know, you can understand the way I communicate. So I'm able to show you more of how my brain works because my brain really works a lot in like symbols and stuff like that. And like comparisons, like this means something because of that. So I found this very interesting. Couple of reasons. So Julian Sands was in this is it a movie? No, it's film. Yeah, movie that debuted 10 days after he had gone missing. There was no trace of him at that time, but the movie still aired, which I'm not saying anything necessarily about that. The film, though, is where I become a little because this video is from my News in Reverse series. And in the News in Reverse, we've been focusing a lot on tensions escalating around the world and what that means, the implications of that. So when I looked at this, that's when I was like, okay, this is meant for people to understand the deeper meaning of it, because the film that he was in that was released 10 days after he was missing. So 10 in numerology means fresh new beginnings, leadership and innovation, self-discovery and independence. Just throwing that out there. Oh, I lost my place. There I am. Okay. This is called The Ghosts of Monday, is the film that he was in that was released 10 days after. What is this film about, you may ask? A group of U.S. filmmakers traveled to Cyprus to film a documentary in the famous Hotel Gula, a once popular resort where more than 100 people mysteriously died. What begins as just another day at the office turns into a terrifying journey. So we have a second number there. What does 10 mean? New beginnings, fresh start, and infinite possibilities. It is also symbolizing unity, as it is made up of 2 zeros joined together as opposed to just one. What is the meaning of the name Gula? Which again, that's where they traveled, to Hotel Gula. Latin name for the vice of gluttony, one of the 7 deadly sins. And just to get the exact definition of gluttony, it is habitual greed or excess in eating. Which brought me to the reference of Biden that I had recently, biting off the hand that chews, biting the hand that feeds, just biting it right off. Gluttony. So I just found that interesting. You know, I have to kind of sit with and compare a couple different clips to get you to see it exactly how I'm seeing it. But this Julian Sands was reported missing by his family after he went on a hike. He is pretty well known. I mean, he's been around 1982 to 2023, so a long time. He has 3 children. He disappeared January 13th, 2023. It's from England. I wanted to read you, okay. Oxford Blues, 1984. The Killing Fields, 1984. Oh, I found some of these titles also interesting. It's like, if you caught my drift so far, you'll also find them interesting. If not, then when the second video on this comes out, you'll be able to understand. The Box of Delights, 1984. After Darkness, 1985. A Room with a View, 1985. Gothic, 1986. Warlock, 1989. Warlock, The Armageddon, 1993. So exactly 30 years before he died. Impromptu, 1991. Naked Lunch, 1991. Arachophonia, 1990. I'm interested in what that word means. One second. Extreme or irrational fear of spiders. Spiders are symbols of good luck or money. And we were talking about gluttony, so that goes with that. Boxing Helena, 1993. Leaving Las Vegas, 1995. Where did we just have the aliens? And also, this is California, and the fires are in California as well. Phantom, 1998. Oh, The Phantom of the Opera, 1998. Jackie Chan, he starred the opposite of Jackie Chan in the action comedy Medallion, 2003. In Praise of Hardcore, 2005. Seasons 1 and 2 of Jackie Chan Adventures. Stargate SG-1. The Ark of the Truth. The L Word. Rose Red, Britney Spears. And I'm not saying anyone like did this on purpose. The symbology is, in my mind, made because of the blueprint. So that's why these things are very important, because again, I'm here to prove that and to show that it exists. Crap, I lost my place. Napoleon in 2006. Smallville. Bollywood hero. Person of interests. A celebration of Harold Pinter. Outstanding solo performance at the 58th Annual Drama Desk Awards in 2013. The Girl with the Dragon Tattoo. Call of Duty Black Ops. And the 8th season of Dexter. And then the new one, The Ghosts of Monday. Monday is known as the Day of the Moon. The moon symbolizes mystery, feminine energy, and cyclical change. I just found this interesting on, you know, that level. But again, I'm going to do a second video on this and kind of compare clips to show you, so you can kind of see it how I'm seeing it. But in this one, I'm just going to show the clips that I'm talking about so you know what I'm talking about, and then the clips about what happened to him. Talk to you soon. If something becomes really sensationalized soon, and because it's like, how did that person think they were going to get away with it, or why did they not care to take steps to not get away with it or something? But it's for some reason going to be a really big deal, and that's what I want the last card to be. Why is this going to be a big deal? 3 of clubs in reverse. Training wheels. Who's in reverse? Training wheels in reverse. It's like something very similar to another recent case is about to happen again.
An experienced mountaineer who had successfully climbed Mount Everest 10 times and reached the highest point on all 7 continents. Noel Hannah from County Down had spent much of his life embarking on adventure sports around the world. He died during his latest expedition. The tragedy happened as he was descending the treacherous Annapurna Peak in West Nepal after reaching the summit yesterday. The circumstances around the 56-year-old's death remain unclear, but it's understood he died overnight in Camp 4, nearest to the summit. One of Noel Hannah's friends today reflected on the risks taken to climb the highest peaks, but also on the many good times they had spent together.
This feels more like political, or maybe someone famous. Almost like, you know how Ian Hesh died in the car accident? It's almost like if that were to repeat with another celebrity that's like bigger than her. Or like something like that. It could be the same thing, but like in the political arena. I just feel like I need to like take a really deep breath and catch my breath. But this isn't another boat thing. A fire? I pulled 5 cards too. Yeah, it's like a repeat of something major that happened recently that's happening again. A little bit different, but same. It's meant to be a distraction, so it's going to be something bigger. It's almost like that's part of the distraction, is like how much it will be compared to something else that happened that was very similar. It doesn't feel like a mass thing though, like a bunch of victims. It feels like one one victim that everyone wants to focus on, like one. I want to say celebrity. And I don't usually do celebrity type readings. I think the only one that I've done is Jamie Foxx, and that was like kind of true crime. Oh, and Twitch. And Twitch. That feels relevant when I say it. And Twitch. Someone connected to Twitch, or another similar situation to Twitch. Feels more similar to Twitch than it does to Jamie Foxx. So Jamie Foxx is like more medical. Twitch is more don't even want to say that word because that's not what happened. Allegedly, in my opinion. But it feels more closer to like what happened to Twitch. But like someone, it's almost like, it's almost like all the other little celebrity, this and that, plays a role in this big thing that's about to happen for a celebrity. Bad, not a good thing, bad thing. But like a bigger celebrity, it's so comparable, I would say at least like 10% more well-known than Twitch. I wonder if Twitch or Jamie Foxx is like more. Whichever one of those is more popular or well-known, it's like a little bit more than that. Like 10% at least more than that. Feels like more than 10%. But it's gonna be a big deal. Can't tell if it's celebrity commits a crime or celebrity passes away from some crime, like somebody else doing a crime. Feels like it's like about to happen though. Like now that I'm seeing it, it's like I keep not being able to catch my breath. It makes me feel like fire or something about maybe a car. But it feels like since we're using entertainment, since we're talking about that, it's almost like when you're getting actors ready and you're getting them all like they're already ready and you're just like fixing their ties and stuff before they go on stage, hypothetically. Like that's kind of what this feels like.
Missing actor Julian Sands is speaking out for the first time since he disappeared while hiking on Mount Baldy in January. The 65-year-old British-born actor is best known for his role in the 1985 film A Room with a View. Rescuers searched for him again last week without finding him. His family says, in part, quote, "We continue to hold Julian in our hearts with bright memories of him as a wonderful father, husband, explorer, lover of the natural world."
Like in terms of how close it is to happening. I'm gonna pull a couple more cards. I'm gonna pull 5. Inside in reverse. Caregiver in reverse. That makes me feel like it's more than likely a death because it's like outside the scope of being able to fix it. And it has something to do with medical, so that would be death. Meeting. Celebrity dies on way to some kind of like controversial something though.
It's code. Don't forget it.
The CIA have a list of enemies they consider untouchable.
Take a look at that file.
Miro Lundell, notorious human trafficking kingpin, basically untouchable.
So is he?
British actor Julian Sands' death confirmed after he went missing more than 5 months ago. The coroner's office positively identified the 65-year-old actor's remains Tuesday after they were found on Southern California's Mount Baldy, the same area Julian went missing back in January during a hike.
His wife did report him missing. The conditions are too dangerous. In fact, even some of the more experienced hikers are getting themselves into trouble up there.
Reports say the excursion Julian took became dangerous after an unexpected weather change over the winter, causing flooding, mudslides, and other treacherous conditions. However, as of now, the cause of his death is still under investigation.
I hope it's a great success.
Julian's career spanned 5 decades. The actor's list of credits includes films like A Room with a View, an 80s romance alongside Helena Bonham Carter.
Do you understand how lucky people are when they find what's right for them? It's such a blessing, don't you see?
Some kind of a controversial something, though. Portal. And body double deepfake. Maybe it's not a death. Maybe it's severely injured because it's time for that person to, do a little switcheroo.
Some breaking news to bring you now. The American pop star Madonna has apparently postponed her tour after falling very ill and staying in intensive care for several days. Now, her manager, Guy O'Siri, published the following on his Instagram account tonight. It said this: on Saturday the 24th, Madonna developed a serious bacterial infection, which led to several days stay in the ICU. Her health is improving. However, she is still under medical care. A full recovery is expected. At this time, we will need to pause all commitments, which include the tour.
I'm just wondering if it's Kanye, but then I know there's already people talking about if that already happened. So it feels like it's not him, but this is like, It almost feels like it'll be talked about in the same way that Kanye's recent mental health was talked about. Like whatever happens is going to somehow either relate to it, involve it, or just be as like the same level of controversy or something. I don't know.